So hi everyone, in this video we will going to learn about conditional statements. For example, if else and case statement. So we will use case statement as well as if else statement on Oracle. So these both of these statements are used for decision making. For example, if you want to filter some data, okay, you can use if else statement or case statement, okay. So in case of if else statement, we could have we can use the if else statement for checking uh, two values. If they are true, then you can execute, okay. And if the cases that goes beyond two options, right, so you may have to use case statement, okay. So in case statement you can add multiple options and conditions, and you can get the result according to the options you did mention in the case statement. But in case of if else statement, it is good to use if else only up to two options, okay. In that case it will become uh, fast. But if the options or conditions uh, goes beyond two options, okay, greater than two, so you may have to use, it is better to use case statement, okay. So we will have to use these in this video to get an idea about how they work in Oracle database. We all knows that how they work in the programming world, right? For example, uh, we may have idea about that how we use for loops, and inside for loops we use if else or case statement, okay. So filter out some data, for example, like programming languages, Java, Python and all this, okay. So here we will use these two statements in Oracle database. So let's see that how they give us results, okay. So already I have written some code here, right? You can see the output in this manner, okay. So let me clean it first and we will see it. So use of if else statement in Oracle database, okay. So first of all we need to use begin block, okay, begin block of code. So using begin we will mention our for loop, okay. So for loop, we will consider x as a variable that will loop values from these, okay, db users. So x will loop each and every value of username from the this query, okay, db users, where we will only restrict, okay, we will restrict the username up to 5, okay. So x will loop each and every value of username, okay. Now we will start the loop, and inside this loop we will mention if else, right? Okay, if else. So if here we need to mention the condition, if x dot username equal to system, right, then do this, okay, dbms output port underscore line found on the database, and here mention x dot username, okay. So if the condition is true, right, so if x dot username is equal to system, then return this, okay. This will be printed on the screen if system load, okay. Otherwise else dbms output dot put underscore line, right. And here mention end if, okay. And now we need to end the loop, finally begin, we need to close the begin statement and then this, right. But first of all we will also mention set server output on, right. So all this is done, let me execute it, okay. Now guys, you can see here this is our output, only one condition is satisfied, right. So the username is found on the database, okay, you can see it, right. So you can see, right, the username is found on the database. So this is how we can get an idea. We can mention anything here. you can mention here as well. Unlisted results, and you will get this type of output from this. Okay, you can see here unlisted result. We don't want system. Okay, we don't want our system, we just want system. Okay, so it mentioned in this way, so you can use it as this much, right? So guys, this way we can use the if else statement, right? X, just mention what your variable you have mentioned in the for loop. Okay, you have declared okay, X here, so you need to take X, then mention dot, and then give the username. Okay, so mention the column name here, right? This is the column name, right? And then mention the value you want to find, right? So in this manner you can find it, right? So please consider this. X is the variable from for loop, then dot, then mention the column, right? You can take account status also. So guys, you can see this way also it is coming, right? You can mention or also, now it is coming, right? So this way guys, you can use and or also in the if else statement. So in case of for, if first condition is true and second condition is false, even after that the following will be executed. If both the condition are false, then else statement will execute, right? So if any one of the condition is true, then this block will be executed. If both the condition are false, then else block will be executed. Okay, so in this way we can use it, right? Now guys, we will see the case statement. Okay, switch case. Now let's see about case. Again, set server out put on, right? Then begin block, begin, then for loop, let's say y here, in select username from DBA users where row num less than equal to 5, right? Then start the loop. Here we need to mention the case statement, right? Case statement also. Okay, start case when x dot username equal to system, right? System, then execute this, right? dbms output dot put underscore line found mention x dot username, right? Again next username equal to sys, then execute this dbms output dot put underscore line, then found x dot username. Okay, and else dbms output dot put underscore line, then mention not found. Okay, so now it is so guys, you can see this is the output of this execution, right? So this way we can use the case statement as well. Okay, case, it is same as of if else, right? We have taken the variable from the for loop, then mention the column name, right? Then mention the value we want to search. If the condition is true, then execute this, right? The next one is also we have taken the Again we have taken y from the for loop, then the column name, then the value we want to check, and if this value is, if this condition is true, then execute this. Otherwise, finally, if both goes false, then you can check, you can execute this, right? For example, I will take something like something, and here mention nothing, and let's see what will be the output, right? So you can see nothing is found here, right? Let me show you. Mention username not found. Now you can see, right? Mention username not found, right? So in this way, guys, we can get the output, right, from the case statement.